Hey everybody, Jeremy Miner here from Team NSRG and Real Broker with another market update. So today we're actually going to concentrate on the city of Mountlake Terrace, which of course is right there at the gateway to Snohomish County coming north from Seattle. Okay, that is kind of a town that's near and dear to my heart. I serve on the Chamber of Commerce as a board member, and I find that there is a lot of really awesome stuff happening in Mountlake Terrace as this small little city is growing. And they have obviously their light rail station, which has brought quite a bit of attention and opportunity. So today we're going to talk about the last 7 days and what's been going on. It's a small community, about 24,000 people, just under, and they have about 9,000 total units for housing. So the numbers are definitely not big. Usually at most times I see maybe anywhere from 10 to 15 listings on the market there for residential, right? And that's condos and also single family detached. So today we're just talking the last 7 days, okay? And today of course is the 27th. It's Tuesday the 27th. So I'm gonna look at my computer while I'm talking to you, just so you know. So you're over here, it's over there, but here I go, okay? All right, so we had one new listing, one listing back on the market, one listing with a price reduction. We had one expired listing, okay, and then 3 went pending. This is a trend that we see typically seasonally, by the way. Our inventory in the fall tends to sit longer, okay, and as we roll into January, often the market starts to wake up, and that's what happened this year. We're seeing more buyer activity. The rates did come down a bit. Some of you may remember that right at the beginning of the month, there was a moment when the administration talked about purchasing $200 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities to kind of goose the market. We saw rates come down to just below 6% on average nationally for 30-year fixed. That was the first time we've seen anything with a 5 in it for a long time. And the rates then immediately went back up, as they are apt to do, as basically the markets reacted. Okay. Now the rates have come back down. As of today, the national average, according to Mortgage News Daily, which is an app that you can download that we use ourselves, and they basically petition all these different lenders across the country, asking them what rates they're offering and whatnot, and then they create an average. And in this case, we're sitting at around 6.15% right now, which is much better than this time last year. Okay, so those pendings, those 3 pendings, are older inventory that's going pending, which is not a surprise, right? So, and then finally, we had one canceled listing. So when a seller wants more money than what their home is worth, given the current market conditions, often we will see a canceled listing if they're not willing to drop the price. Those 3 pendings that we were talking about, one was on the market for 116 combined days. One was on the market for 14 days. And one was on the market for 5 days. 5 days is good. That's a good sign, right? So we're seeing some movement. So if you're thinking about selling your house as we move into spring, now is the time to jump on it, okay? The inventory cycle typically starts, like right now, starts to build back up, okay? And it's going to be, usually the inventory is not enough to satiate the demand, right? We usually peak on inventory sometime at the beginning, middle, or end of summer, depending on the year, right? So if you're listing in the summer, you're listing when usually the inventory is at its highest. Not normally the best time to list for competitive reasons. Things look good, and it does vary year to year, but this year, my prediction is that the best time to list is the end of February, beginning of March. And you will capture the most attention because you'll have the least amount of competition with the most potential buyers all at the same time. And it all depends on rates too. If rates come down further, we'll have more people that are qualified at the price points being offered, and you will maximize more. Buyers, if rates come down, more competition. So shopping right now and being ready to roll is smart because you can take advantage of some of the sitting older inventory still right now that hasn't sold off, okay? And you'll have more leverage, right? And just because something's been sitting for a long time doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it was listed at the wrong time, at the wrong price. Market conditions weren't what were favorable for the seller at that point in time. Yes, there can be some things that have turned buyers off, but there's market conditions that usually are the reason why. So just let us do our job. We'll show you the path. We'll show you how maybe that listing is actually a really good opportunity that's just been overlooked because so many people go, there's got to be something wrong with it. Well, not necessarily. And also money can fix a lot of things. So anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Give me a message. Happy to talk. Hope you're doing well. Have a great day.